What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Surf Runners. This week I have another lifestyle casual sneaker for you guys, and it's from a brand that it's been a while since we reviewed from them. So what shoe am I talking about? It is none other than the Puma Drift Cat 5. So this shoe is from the motorsport line of shoes that Puma has, and honestly this thing is kind of a heartbreaker if I'm really being honest, just because it does so many things right, but just one or two things totally destroy the actual functionality, I think, for a lot of people with this shoe. So without any further delay, let's get on to the actual review. Starting with some stats, it's a casual lifestyle shoe. The weight comes in at 9.4 ounces. The heel to toe offset is 8 millimeters. And the terrains that it was designed for are more road or street surfaces. Starting with performance, as always, we're going to begin by looking at the upper, and right off the bat, as you can tell, this thing is ultra slick and minimalist. Not a whole lot going on with respect to the actual upper. Pretty much throughout the entirety of the shoe, you do get this one giant uniform piece of plastic, very matte, synthetic made, but ultra sleek, and as you can tell, it has a bunch of perforations throughout the entirety of the upper. The only other two little tidbits for this actual upper are going to be one, the standard cotton laces, not a whole lot going on there, and of course, right at the back, you do get this little bit of cotton, but honestly, again, it's pretty much just this one uniform piece of plastic, smooth throughout the entirety of the upper. And moving right to the very front of the shoe, right here, I will say, surprisingly, you do actually get sort of a toe guard here. As you can tell, right at the front, it's much more rigid and kind of caved or curved upwards. So that's actually a nice thing, I'm not gonna lie. Even though this is a casual sneaker, it's always nice to have, a bit of protection or thoughtfulness put towards your toes. For the toe box, which is right in this little forefoot section, this is sadly the one area where I honestly think there's a fundamental flaw with the design of this shoe, because honestly, this thing is crazy tight. Like tight to the point that even though I got a size 10, which I always get for every single shoe, I honestly could barely actually fit my feet into this shoe. Now, I will be the first to say that it is possible that if I just sized up maybe half to maybe in a full size up, everything would work out. So I'm not gonna, rule out that possibility by any chance. But right off the bat, if I'm just going objectively, comparing a size 10 in this to all the other shoes that I've potentially reviewed, from like the minimalist ones, the Adidas, the Nike, etc., this thing is crazy bad with respect to this area where your toes honestly are just getting crushed, and you really feel that bunion effect where your big toe and small toe are just totally getting crammed inwards when you're wearing this shoe. In terms of actual midfoot lockdown, I actually don't have anything bad to say, considering that this shoe is so tight and crammed. It actually works in favor of the midfoot because you get a really nice hugging effect and secure feeling right over that middle part where it does go over your feet. So, for the actual lockdown of the foot, pretty good. And of course, right to the back of the shoe, you do get a very pronounced and distinct heel cup or heel cage. It is embedded in the shoe. You can't really see it, but it is right here, very rigid. And it actually does its job just fine. I think, honestly, with this actual model, the midfoot and heel are really done well because you really get that secure, nice feeling. Unfortunately, that concept of ultra secure feeling is applied a little too much in the toe box section. Moving all the way to the bottom of the shoe, we will be looking at the sole unit, and I'm gonna be honest, not a whole lot going on. Pretty much just two little components to the actual, sole unit of the shoe. At the outermost layer, you of course do get that outsole, which is going to be a proprietary mix of rubber from Puma. It's this black that runs the entire length of the shoe, and in terms of actual performance, it does exactly what you would want from an outsole. Very nice, grippy, ultra tactile feel, protects you from the ground. It does everything that an outsole should do. The only other part to the actual sole unit, as you should obviously be able to tell, is going to be this white little component. It's not a lot, but it is different. And the difference is that this is a much more squishy and foam-like material versus that rubber outsole. So the idea is you of course do just get the rubber outsole right here, but at the back, which is going to be the part where you press, or the part that's going to, absorb that shock, you of course do get some protection. And honestly, it's nice. It's nothing legendary, nothing like a boost, but it does its job just fine. Very nice, comfortable, everything you want from a, foam midsole. all things considered, again, this shoe actually isn't bad. It pretty much does everything you would want from a casual or a lifestyle sneaker. I swear, the only problem is just this dang toe box. If they just fix this thing would be a beauty. But as it stands, I will be giving this shoe a 6 out of 10 for performance, because while I haven't tried a larger size, I'll be honest, I'm just grading this on the standard size 10, and I'm comparing it with all the other shoes that I do actually review that are all size 10. And this one, really weird with this toe box section, unfortunately. Moving on to the design category, this is one area where the shoe really does come to life, because I'll be the first to admit, Puma as a brand, very aesthetic. This model in particular though, holy, crazy slick, very nice aesthetically done. If you do ever get a chance to just, hold this or just kind of take an up close look, I'm definitely sure you will understand what I'm saying. This is a very sleek shoe, and surprisingly, it's actually really versatile if you think about it. You genuinely compare this with like a whole slew of different outfits, whether it's the ultra casual ones, whether it's some of the more urban streetwear types. Pretty much a lot of things will work just with this one single shoe. So in terms of versatility, very good job too. And of course, as this is Puma, one of the better manufacturers and high quality premium type brands, I actually have no doubt whatsoever in terms of durability of this shoe lasting. I don't think at any point you'll have any issues with the stitching or just poor craftsmanship or anything of that nature. All in all, very good, even in terms of durability. Which is why I am going to give this shoe a 9.5 out of 10, because I'm telling you, if you take a look at this shoe up close, you'll understand. Very nice, crazy sleek. Last but certainly not least, we will be looking at the price, and this is also another area where the shoe actually really does perform amazingly, because the MSRP is only $75 US. Now I did get this on sale, I'll be the first to admit, I didn't pay full price, but just if I'm rating it on the MSRP alone, 75 bucks for this kind of design, this level of premium craftsmanship, crazy steal in my opinion. Honestly, if it wasn't for this damn freaking cramped toe box, I would really recommend this shoe to pretty much anyone, because this would fit in anyone's 7-day rotation. Very sleek, very nice, quality and craftsmanship, and just very reasonably priced. That's really hard to find nowadays if you actually think about it a little. Which is why, looking solely at the price of this shoe, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10, because again, while it's not the best performing shoe, I think for what you're getting, just in terms of the design components and quality and things of that nature, and just, a shoe in today's modern society, 75 bucks, really well priced. And to finish off with our overall average score of the shoe, going from the performance, design, to the price, the total overall score of the shoe is going to be 8 out of 10. If you're near a Puma store, I honestly would definitely recommend you to just take a look at this shoe, and if possible, maybe try the different sizes. I'll be honest, I went with the regular size 10 because I assumed it would be okay, but it clearly isn't. Maybe, potentially, if you go up a size, it'll be totally fine, I'm not sure. But I do know for a fact, it's a crazy nice shoe, very well priced. There's just one fundamental flaw with it. So potentially you could remedy that by going up a size. That's it for the review. Now if you do enjoy our channel's content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. All the help is of course appreciated. And as always, we will have some purchase links in the description below if you did want to check out the shoes. And lastly, make sure to check back next week because we'll have a brand new episode.